What's he doing? Trying to box out Davis, who's 6'10", 253. They get into it. Davis wins that matchup right there. Smart matched up on Davis again, hits that. Celtics switch to a zone. Smart sags off. Davis, light of 3. Davis had 12 points, 5 of 10 from the floor, 8 rebounds in the first quarter. Lakers up 4 after 1. 18 seconds of melt video. Celtics got Tatum and Brown, we told you, both scoring inside and out. Tatum had 22 through 3 quarters. Brown had 24 through 3 quarters, both hitting it from the floor. Tatum's best play, though, wasn't on his scoring. We're going to give you several looks at this coming up. Minute 30 left in the third quarter. Celtics up 2. Lakers turned over. Tatum got all sexy with the pass to Robert Williams. Just an incredible play. Saving the ball. Sees Williams. Well, I don't know if he saw him. Maybe he knew he was there.
He saw him.
Let's go. ESPN Axis of Flight. It's like next-gen cousin. Zip that thing around. Make that play. Celtics up 78-71 after 3.
Organic.
Scary moment here for the Celtics. Marcus Smart on Harrell. Comes up holding his left leg. Heard him cry out. Some pain here. Looked like a routine play to begin, but then he goes down. Celtics lose a key player as Smart was out the rest of this game. Now Davis working it. Mid-range. Lakers tied at 85. Next possession. Kemba Walker saving the loose ball. Lakers got it, though. Davis. LeBron James, you've heard of him. Lakers on a 5-0 run. James, then a Schroeder into it. All right, next possession. James on the wing. This little jab step. Oh, Tice going to stop him?
No.
For what purpose does the gentleman rise to launch that 3? Lakers going an 8-0 run. They're up 91-85. Now Tatum. Tough shot. Davis was playing the D. Celtics pull within 3. 44 ticks left. Lakers by 3. James has it. Socket air, 4:04. The turnover. The wrong time in the game. James goes down there. Celtics trying to take advantage. Tatum. Little Lenny Wilkins floater. It's a 1-point game.
Just stop, Kenny.
14 ticks. Davis.
Just stop. Oh!
Stripped by Walker.
Oh!
Brown ahead. Walker.
Oh!
Going to end up with it at the top of the key. Celtics don't use the timeout. He fakes. He makes the move. Bangs off the rim, and it wouldn't go. Game stop right there as the Lakers hang on to win it 96-95. Alex Caruso, a little hustle on that play there. Brown gains control.
I'm out.
Walker was 1-11 from the floor at this point. Brown was 13-19 from the floor, and he was open. But no, that's the miss. Walker
Over here.
takes the shot. I mean, he hit the rim.
He did. It was good.
Wasn't horrible.
The Kemba look. He shot terribly, but
Lakers win it by 1.
one shot.
Here's AD.
You know, we're a team who takes pride in not losing 2 in a row, and we lost 2 in a row. And we for damn sure wasn't losing 3 in a row. You know, and we got a little revenge with this team. They came in last year and beat us by 30 last time we was in this building. So, you know, we still replay those moments in our head, but we just want to be a team that, you know, don't get comfortable with losing. And I think everybody had a great effort tonight who was able to get the win.
We don't want to lose 1 in a row, you know, and then we take pride in losing 2 in a row. And we did that, and in Philly and Detroit. So we knew we was coming into a hostile environment in a hostile building, understanding, you know, how good this team is, and we had to play some really good basketball in order to win. And we was able to win 1 possession more than they were tonight. It was professionals. We all just have to stay ready when our number is called. You know, we're here for one reason only, and that's to try to win a championship, and that's what it is.
I think we played, you know, pretty good basketball majority of the game. We just came up short. At the end, we got a look that we would love to get every single time we're in that position. And it didn't fall tonight, but it'll fall next time.
While the players were talking, I compiled these statistics. Anthony Davis came in averaging 27 against the Celtics in his career, and he hit that average on this night, throwing his 14 boards. He now has 9 career games of 25 and 10 against the Celtics. That's second most among active players.
All right, thanks, Mike. Welcome back to New York City, Studio 1 here at the Seaport. Maria Taylor alongside Uncle P, Paul Pierce, who's heartbroken, and Jalen Rose, who's still looking crispy. I have to go back to the last possession. It seemed like the Celtics got what they wanted. You get the good defense against AD, you get the steal, and you get the last look.
Something I haven't said in a long time. I seen Kemba be cardiac, but for the wrong reasons. That was a good steal, but he almost had a turnover. Jaylen Brown did a great job of hustling the ball out. And that shot right there, you got to knock that down, Truth.
Yeah, I think they need to be a little more patient down the stretch. Once Kemba, you got to understand, even if the shot clock winds it down, they had 8 seconds, but they winded up getting the steal. They needed to be a little more patient. If I'm Kemba, I would have waited and see if I can get Jason Tatum the ball. He was the hot guy right there.
Yeah.
But in all, it was a good game. A little more patience toward the end, I think they would have got a better shot.
Here's what I want to ask you, Hall of Famer. They got your number hanging in the rafters. What y'all going to do about the 5 spot? I think players like Andre Drummond, JaVale McGee, Steven Adams, y'all should try to do whatever y'all can to shore up that spot. When y'all go against the Bucks, the Pacers, the Sixers, they pound y'all down low.
It's a hard time stopping this man tonight. But listen, even if they can't make a move, they got to work with what they got. And think about this. Tatum and Brown, they're going to be great this year. Kemba has to get his legs back clearly. He hasn't had his rhythm back. It's clear he went 1 for 12 tonight. If he gives them anything tonight, they go away beating the Lakers handily. So I wouldn't worry. I wouldn't push the panic button too much if I'm the Celtics. They just got to improve from within.
Tatum and Brown, they combined for 58 points. Something that we all hate to see was Marcus Smart going out, and that plays into what you're mentioning about defense, because as you mentioned, sometimes he's got to go up against AD and be the physical body in the paint that you need.
Yeah, well, that's a huge blow because the Celtics already don't have depth. And so when you use a starter right there, then you ask somebody to come off the bench and play starter minutes. And so we have to wait and see what the diagnosis is on Marcus Smart, but that's not good at all, especially what such a tough competitor he is. If they lose him for an extended time, it's going to be a tough road for the Celtics.
And Marcus Smart is one of those players that may not be all-NBA, may not be an all-star, but if you're going to win a championship, you need a guy like that on your team. And the Celtics really need him, not only to defend in the backcourt, but as you guys mentioned, in the front court as well.
All right, well, that's exactly what we wanted in a rivalry game between the Celtics and the Lakers. It was a one-point game, came down to the last possession. Unfortunately, it was a heartbreak for you, Uncle P, but that's all right. You got more chances coming.
He's really sad, Maria.
He was. You should have seen his face.
Oh, but look, the Celtics should be really encouraged. You didn't get a lot out of Kemba Walker.
There you go.
Marcus Smart went down and really didn't give him much in this game. So you got to be a little encouraged. And so moving forward, hey, this is a tough loss, yes, but they're right there with just about anybody.
And if you're the Lakers, you're even more encouraged because you got the win. LeBron James had 21 points and AD had 27. Let's take you around the league because we had Dame time, guys. He had 6 points in the final 5 seconds of this one.
Oh, my goodness.
To get the win.
He shot that from Highland Park, Illinois right here.
Lillard, logo Lillard, huh?
Okay, really? So, look, it gets tied up, so we got to go to a jump ball, right? So who do you think is going to end up with the ball?
I'm probably going to be the only person to say free Zach LaVine, for real, from Chicago.
Not a step back.
Oh, no!
Yes.
Come on.
Dame Dollar with 44 and 9.
Third career buzzer beater for Dame Dollar. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next Saturday. Your local news is coming on except for the West Coast.
Wow.
Side Jalen Rose, looking great in green.
What up, though?
Paul Pierce, always representing the Celtics, one of those championships and a finals MVP, but they're split at 17. Paul, it could have been 18 with you guys in 2010. How do you feel? You look salty already.
I'm disgusted. We all know it should be 18-16. 2010, we let them get away. But you have two of the most straight franchises going at it to see who's going to go up one.
But your Celtics were the first team to give an NBA Gatorade bath.
When you think of the Celtics,
Nobody's done that since.
when you think of Celtics and the Lakers and the rivalry between the two, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
The definition of storied franchises. It's like Lakers, Celtics, Yankees, the NBA. Hall of Fame is littered with so many players from their teams. Both those franchises basically have 50% of the championships in the history of the NBA. The early incarnation of the NBA was dominated by the Celtics. Once free agents